Hey guys, what's up? Max here. If you were just in the live stream, our whole system crashed and it took forever to kind of recover. So we're just gonna make a video and finish our battlegrounds, a little bit of a grind that we were just doing and partaking, because a big thing came out today, and it is the levels. The levels actually got released today, so we can kind of see our progression and what we're going to be able to achieve and get as we reach each level up to at least level 65. So really cool. One of the things that I talked about in the live stream too, if you didn't make it, I was talking about how like we were getting units inside each level, you know, and so they're still keeping that, you know, there's quite a good chunk of units. I mean, if you remember, this has the history of like your progression, so you can kind of go back and look, because I remember having units, but look at the chunk we're getting now, 300 units, you know, it's a pretty good chunk. It's not like a game-breaking amount, but it's a good chunk as you progress. Now, don't forget, they're selling you 10,000 units or X amount of units per level, because overall you're going to get 10. So you're going to end up with a lot more units. So whether you want to spend the $30, you can do that, right? But when it comes to our progression, dude, some of the emotes are looking pretty cool. Some of the champions, the rare champions, are looking really cool. So like those that like to collect the 2-star, we're going to have profiles. We're going to have emotes. One of the things that I would say for Kabam is to like increase the amount of emotes we have. I know I was a big advocate to like no emotes, but now they're just there, and I've joined with everybody that does the emotes. So here's the big thing. I'm crossing my fingers and hoping that we may see a 7-star Ultron Classic. So if you want somehow this champion in your deck, I don't know if we're going to see it. Having a Awakening Gem for that might be a possibility for you hold off if it ends up happening. I don't know. Like I said, we still have 5 other levels that they have not filled in the information for. So the question you might have is like, how do I earn XP? So right now, there's 2 ways as of, what is this, December 11th. December 11th, there's 2 ways to get XP. One of it's going to be with the sigil. You're going to have to spend $10 a month, and you're going to have to, and then with that sigil comes the Refine XP, because the only way to get placement and level up is through these Refine XPs. Now, I was on the live stream, and as you can see here, I claimed 1. I didn't see much progression, so let's go ahead and claim them all and see if it adds to my total when it comes to XPs. Again, because these are exclusive XPs, not your regular XP, and it actually says it in there. Awards equivalent to 1,000 XP, not affected by the XP boost. So there is a boost. If you recall, you've been playing this game for years. There is a boost that it used to expedite your XP. There's masteries. I don't know if the masteries are in play. I doubt it. I'm sure Kabam already looked at that. There is in the proficiencies, there's also masteries that enhance the XP, but because that's called different XP, it's not just your regular XP. I don't think we're going to see that as an option. So that's the first way of getting it. The second way of getting it, which I thought it was incredibly clever, is here by doing the gauntlet, guys. We're going to end up doing the gauntlet. I've kind of like, I didn't do it on purpose, but lately I've been avoiding to do the gauntlet, and it's the Paragauntlet. It's because of the Thronebreaker. It's just numbness. It's just old. I don't even care for the rewards. Like, the rewards are good. They're not game breaking to the point that I can avoid them. So I rather just avoid doing it. And so for the last 2 months, I've been basically saying no to the dust, and I've been saying no to doing the Paragauntlet. So now the same amount we're going to get once a month. It's going to be 1,800, which is what you get for having the sigil. And now keep in mind, the sigil is once a week. So every 7 days, it's going to reset, and you're going to be able to claim that that Refine XP. So for now, those are the only ways to be able to get it. Now, one of the things that was kind of like concerning was you don't see the progression. Like, we just added that XP. I don't know how much does it cost to get from 60 to 61? But if you look at that status bar up there, you really don't see much progression when it comes to it, right? So I don't know. I mean, it might have moved. I don't know. We don't know. So maybe when we get more, we start seeing how we moved in that bar. Maybe Kabam releases some information. Right now, everything's unknown, but some of the stuff have been released already in the game. At least the 2 ways of getting the Refine XP is going to be completing the event quest, the Paragon Leg, completing Thronebreaker, which kind of sucks. And then because I don't care to do it anymore, so we're going to definitely do it this month. And with the $10 sigil. So we did get a notification, but it kind of went away because it was just not an in-game notification, which came up and popped up saying like, hey, heads up, we're retuning the sigil, and so that's coming. I don't know, they didn't give us a date. So if that's something you're interested in and buying now from now on, how do I see the date of expiration here? I think we see it here. Summer sigil, yeah, I have 7 days left. So I don't know if it's going to happen before the 7 days is over. I don't know if it's going to happen after, once we rebuy it, but they gave a notification, at least in advance, saying, hey, if you bought it and you buy it and you're in that time period, don't worry, we're going to compensate you because we're going to switch it out to something new. So that's also coming. I'm assuming that's going to change some of the stuff in the store as well. So, I mean, it has to, right? You would expect that the Black ISO Market store gets kind of tweaked as well. So looking forward to those changes and seeing what Kabam does bring for the players that do spend in it. Keep in mind we have that. I wonder if they're going to do something kind of like where it was a big topic of like discussion. Was it unfair? Let's go here. Let's just to have that express mode in the arenas for players. Was it unfair to do that? So let's see if what the new features bring in with the sigil, but did want to cover at least the boost when it comes to the level ups and all its rewards. And then, they kind of on the live stream mentioned that it was going to take quite a while, maybe possibly months to a year to kind of like fully get leveled up, which is good. I think this is something we've been asking for like years. And so it's a catch up of like the last 10 years, or maybe like 7-8 years of like, hey, where is my next level up? So they're giving us 10 at least for now. And I hope that in the future, when, maybe in the next 2-3 years, they're like, okay, most players should be at level 70 now, like slowly progressing. Let's add a couple of more levels. So that'd be interesting, at least if Kabam can keep doing that for the game. But for now, guys, yeah, what are your thoughts on this? Are you going to buy the sigil now because of it? And then lastly, I talked about this in the video. I might make a whole different video about this, but like one of the things that I've noticed, and it's been really obvious dominant now, is the offers, cash offers and stuff, like everything you're buying in the game. So with the sigil, just keep in mind, it might be something you end up buying once a month, but if you start spending money in the game, it doesn't mean you have to buy everything. Or if most players typically buy it, not everybody buys it, but I think right now it holds a lot of value, especially if you're a Valiant, if you're level 60, just keep a balance. You don't have to go and pick up everything, but yeah, because we're definitely seeing a lot of cash offers, and then it's the time of the season of battlegrounds of like spending in the game. So we have the banquet coming up. We just came out of like the Black Friday kind of events, so it's a lot of spending inside the game. If you're not careful, you end up realizing like, whoa, I didn't realize I spend this much, and you're like in the multiple of thousands, possible double digits too, like over 10,000. So let me know your thoughts on this though, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys on the next one. Okay, peace.